Google recently released one specific model that is Translate Gamma, which can help you to build your offline translator. You don't need to use any of the paid software for that. You can use your local computer to host that particular LLM model and you will be able to use it without any dependencies, and it will be absolutely for free. It will be extremely helpful in the scenario where you don't want to upload something in the public domain and you want privacy for your specific data. So this particular way you will be able to process everything locally and nothing will go out of your computer. Specifically, this can be helpful for your legal documents, medical records, immigration document, any government related forms and other things. All those details or all those translation you will be able to do in your computer only. Let me show you very quickly how can you use it. So currently I am in Google homepage and here I'll just type LM Studio. So once I hit enter, then you will be able to see this option LM Studio. If I click on it, then you will be able to see this kind of an interface. Here in the middle of the screen, you will be able to see one download button. Considering I'm using a MacBook, there I'm getting this option to download for macOS. In case you are using Windows, you will be also getting a separate prompt where you will be able to download Windows installer. So I already have this particular software downloaded. So once I click on download, then this particular LM Studio DMG file will get downloaded. And once I double click, then it will ask me to move this particular icon here under applications. Now you can see I already installed it, so that's why I'm getting an error that this file already exists. What you want to do? So what I'll do, I'll click on stop. So for you, if you are using a macOS, you can follow the same step, and for Windows, you can just execute that installer file, follow the instructions, and you'll be able to install that particular application. Now once this is done, then I'll be coming to apps and there I'll be able to find that particular file here. You can see LM Studio is here. If I click on it, then it will load. Now whenever you are going to use for the first time, it will prompt you few of the things. Are you a normal user, power user, or an advanced user? You can check as per your requirement. So that's the first option you will get. Next, it will ask you to download one of the default LLM model. And normally it shows OpenAI OSS model, which is around 12 GB of the size that it will ask you to download. Because whenever you will be using this tool, you need at least one LLM model to use it. So that's why that prompt comes. I already downloaded my file. Let me show you how can you do that, how can you manage that particular file. Also, if you don't want to continue with that 12 GB download, you can initiate and after that it will show you one option to skip that. So that you can skip and you can stop the download later. Now let me show you how can you find the file we are talking about. So if I come here, the Discover, there you will be able to see multiple different models are available and the capability of those models, everything are also mentioned. Here, if you see this particular eye icon, which means it can generate an image, you can reason in case this green tag is there, and this particular icon says that it can be used as a tool, it's fine-tuned model. If you type translate here, then it should show that all those translate gamma related models. Now we need to find out which model we are going to use. There are 3 different models as per Google. So let me show you the blog post and where Google mentioned about this particular model. So if I open the blog, you can see there are 3 different ways it mentioned, right? First one is the 4B model, which is actually to be used for mobile devices. 12B model is mainly for the laptops and computers, and 27B is for the enterprise use where you need specific GPU to run it. So in that case, we should download the 12B model here, right? If I come back here, you will be able to find out that 12B model. Currently you can see this is the 12B model it's mentioned. Now let me find out the file I used earlier. What I'll do, I'll just paste the name here and then this is the file I used earlier. What I'll do, I'll click on download. So this is also a nearly 13 GB file, and once it will get downloaded, then we'll start our next step and I'll show you how can you use it, how can you translate any of the text to 55 different languages. And that's more than enough for many of the scenarios, right? So let it get downloaded and then I'll resume this video.
One eternity later.
Now this model has been downloaded. If I now click on load model, then it will load. But currently you can see it's throwing an error because already one model is loaded. So if I come here and click on eject, and then I come back to my downloaded models, and then I click on this model to load, and I click on load model. Now it will load. You may not get these errors because whenever you will be doing it for the first time, you don't have already another model loaded. But if you already have one model loaded, that you can eject first and then you can load another. Now if I close everything and I go to a new chat, so this is the chat we have now. Here I already copied one prompt. Please translate below text to Bengali. Why I mentioned Bengali? Because this is my mother tongue and I'll be able to understand best. Now I can say it's translated and it does a very good job. Now if I want to fine tune it, and if I ask for another modification, that also it will do. So all those things you will be able to fine tune based on your requirement. It can work in 55 different languages and it can change the tone of that language also. So based on your requirement, you'll be able to use. And the best part is you can use it for unlimited number of times without any restrictions, because this is working from your local computer. It's using resources of your local computer and the entire data is getting retained within your computer only. It's not going to the public domain. So that's the way you will be able to use this particular model and LM Studio to build your offline translator. Let me know it will be useful or not, and in case you get any error, any other problems, let me know in the comments below. Whenever we are talking about alternative and usage on your local computer, in case you are looking for a replacement of ChatGPT, so I have already published another video earlier where I covered multiple different tools which you can use as a replacement of ChatGPT. Check out this video to know everything about it.